So one of the Marvel Studios shows that I'm highly anticipating is the new Daredevil Born Again series, which is going to be coming out sometime, I think next year in March, if I'm not mistaken. And that's right around the corner. That's literally about 3 months away, and I'm super excited. Also, some of the details, like where it takes place in the MCU timeline, is very important. And it's something that us fans would really like to know. So how far of a time jump will this be since Daredevil Netflix? So that's exactly what we're going to be talking about in this article, and I'm really excited to talk about it. So just make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and click on the notifications so you all don't miss anything. I'm trying to post videos here on a daily, trying to be more active on my channel. So hopefully you guys do subscribe, so that way you can get your daily dose of Marvel news, MCU news, Marvel related content, whatever, or even just things that I really want to talk about. Definitely this is the place to join. So guys, welcome, and if you're new, just subscribe, please. It really helps out the channel. So Daredevil Born Again star confirms MCU show has a lengthy time jump from the Netflix series. And Daredevil Born Again Wilson Bethel has confirmed the MCU series will take place 5 years after the events of the Netflix show. And that's a huge time jump, and that's a lot of years for a lot of things that that should have happened since then. And we're kind of curious, who got blipped, who didn't get blipped, what happened. All those questions are lingering in our minds right now. So Marvel Studios' Daredevil Born Again premieres on Disney Plus this coming March. In a continuation of the popular Netflix series, Born Again will see Charlie Cox reprise his role as Matt Murdock. Bethel also returns as Benjamin Dex Poindexter, as does Deborah Ann Wool as Karen Page. Eldon Henson is Franklin Foggy Nelson. Vincent D'Onofrio is Wilson Fisk Kingpin. John Bernthal is Frank Castle Punisher, and more. So Bethel plays Dex, or in this case, Bullseye. And he's the one that's talking about how far, it's how long it's been and where it takes place in the timeline. So speaking at the Fan Expo San Francisco via Collider, Bethel confirmed that Daredevil Born Again will pick up 5 years after the events of Daredevil Season 3. And what did Bethel say about Daredevil Born Again? Well, Bethel said of the Marvel show, I think one of the things that's interesting is, maybe it's different on a sitcom or something like that, but if you're on the show for over a period of time and the characters are aging together sort of in real time, and if the show is well written and the writers are sort of responding to that reality transpiring, the wrinkles of their hair, etc., and then in theory, the characters evolving in a way whether or not the show was on air. So there's kind of like this funny thing stepping back after 5 years where Born Again will pick up with that amount of time having transpired, and the show doesn't pick up the day after we last saw it. It picks up 5 years later. And so in theory, these are characters who have all lived 5 years of life and all of the twists and turns that you take in the meantime. So whether or not even those stories are necessarily on screen, there's just that little extra bit of life in there, which I think is, as an actor, it gives you an opportunity to bring whatever your own journey has been in that time, and then they get sort of a little longer in tooth. So Daredevil Born Again premieres March 4th, 2025. The first season will have 9 episodes, and we have to wait 9 weeks for all episodes to premiere on Disney Plus, which is cool. As cool as like the whole Netflix thing was, where like the entire season of a show would be readily available on day one when it premiered. That's awesome. That was pretty cool. But I guess this makes it even more exciting when you have to wait a week to catch the next episode. But it's interesting that it takes place about 5 years after the events of Daredevil, on Netflix, season 3 at least. And also, what I'd like to know is who got blipped. I know we're way past Infinity War at this point, and Infinity War is not really a thing. We're in like the multiverse saga right now, but still, I like to see something like that. Like who got blipped? Maybe Matt Murdock got blipped. Maybe he didn't. I don't know. Maybe him, and along with like Foggy Nelson and Karen Page got blipped, and then Wilson Fisk took advantage of that and decided to rule the streets without anybody to stop him or get in his way or whatever. So, I definitely would like to know some of those details, but what are your thoughts? Do you think 5 years was, a long enough time for at least, nothing to happen or something to happen? You think something might have happened during those 5 years? You think it's appropriate that it had to be that long since then? Was Daredevil, Matt Murdock, active in the streets or not? Who knows? We'll just have to wait and see. But aside from that, I'm super excited for Daredevil Born Again, and I can't wait. I will be watching it day one. You let me know your thoughts if you're excited as well for Daredevil Born Again. And as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and click on the notifications so you don't miss anything. As always, I will see you all in the next comic panel.